Good morning, YouTube. Today we're going to be tiling the floor of this bathroom. I plan to use marble pebbles to go throughout the entire floor. This is a walk-in shower without a curb, and the tiles will stretch from in this area all the way throughout underneath the tub and throughout on top of the Dietra here. So we're going to walk through that today. Thank you for joining me.
Just completed vacuuming used for setting all of my tile. 3/16" V-notch trowel. It's going to squeeze through all those beautiful stones. Never notice that they look like. Good evening, YouTube. Just wanted to take a quick video of the tile project. Actually, it's a bathroom project. It's an update of how everything's going. Decided to go with this blue subway tile. It came out pretty good, not too bad. I still have to do the niche area, those three. I'm gonna use the back, the floor tile as the back of the niche, and most likely actually the whole thing around it. I'll just use floor tile for that. It'll be a lot easier. There's little stones. So you can see here, I harvested a piece of bluestone. Actually, I think this is basalt, not bluestone. Basalt is a volcanic rock in the western Washington area. That I used a piece of that, cut it up with the grinder, and then I also have two shelves that are gonna go in those niches here. Instead of using the provided curdy board, the stone actually looks a lot better, so we'll go with that. And then I used a door sill on the vertical to cap off this end wall here, and that came out pretty good. A little bit of grout work left to do and seal up the floor and the tile, the grout on the tile and the wall, and should be good shape. Probably another day on this project. So tomorrow we'll get it cleaned up and then we'll get the niche stone done. That's gonna just take some time because you do it all by hand. Those are all set individually, little stones, so I'll have to break them off the backer and set them, and that'll make that area pop for sure. I guess I could probably do it tonight because I have some extra thin set mixed up, so maybe I'll hop into that and get that done. All right, talk to you later, bye. Good morning, YouTube. Here's a final walkthrough of the tile job in the bathroom update. Completed the tile last night, actually late this morning, actually early this morning. It was a long night. Needless to say, the tile's done up to where I could go to without having the cabinets available to install. They're gonna go here, there's two 30-inch vanities. They're gonna go in one there and one there, and the tile here will get covered up by the edge of the vanity. This tile here I'm gonna hold off on putting in until the vanity's in and the countertop's in, so that I can run this tile in to the backsplash area and it'll integrate across. Additionally, I'm gonna run another cabinet here that's gonna be an upper cabinet that I'm turning into a base cabinet. That way you can get closer to the window or to the mirror, and that backsplash will actually continue across here. If you can see, watch my finger, and then down. That'll be all blue tile. And I'll trim that off, that aluminum trim as well. Once I know exactly where the cabinet will end, that's where I will end the tile, so that it ends exactly where the countertop is, so there's no extra tile. So you don't want to put that in just yet, because it'll be a lot easier to figure out after the fact. The niche areas are done as well. Those are drying. A lot of spacers used there to make sure the tile is perfectly aligned. And you want to make sure when you're turning a corner on this type of subway tile that you align your grout lines. It's hard to tell there, they're pretty close. You get a couple here or there that are off, but once you grout it, you'll never know. But you want to get it as close as possible. The other part that you want to make sure you have a solid line on is at the bottom where it interfaces with the floor. So what I actually do is this last two rows here, I didn't set those first, I set those last. And I'll set from here up the full sheets. And then that last row at the bottom, I shoot a laser and make it all the same. You can see that corner there pretty good. I'm looking to see one or two spots that are off ever so slightly, but like I said, you'll never know once it's grouted. And then the last corner here, another inside corner, which came out pretty good. Kind of could tell they're pretty aligned, pretty much perfectly. And then here I used a piece of threshold, marble threshold, and that ended up, you know, covering up this corner here really nicely. So that'll, little decoration there, came out really good. And then we'll use the same countertop material here that will be on the countertops here, so that it'll match and kind of tie it together. And then a double shower head up there, so this one here will have a nice, you know, 1 foot long extension out with a rain head, shower head, and this could be a wand on this side here. And then the single valve will control the flow and then diverter as well, so you can go from either location. And these niches came out pretty good as well. So we also shot the laser to make sure this shelf and that shelf are in the same plane, because you don't want to have them at different heights. I guess if the client wanted it that way, you could, but aesthetically, you want to have it the same height so that it matches most of the cap. And then the toilet will go in there. So that's kind of the overview and update for the tile in the bathroom. Thanks for watching.